Welcome back everyone, to the box office show here on Max Talks Movies. My name is Max Enric. Today, I am breaking down this past weekend's box office domestically, which was February the 9th to the 11th, and also previewing this upcoming weekend's movies in theaters. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications. I talk movies, TV shows, rankings, and box office every single Tuesday. So please subscribe, ring the bell if you're new to the channel. Comment down below. What are your thoughts on the current state of the box office? What movie will be the biggest juggernaut in 2024? What is the cause of this past weekend's pretty bad box office numbers? What did you see this past weekend? What do you see this upcoming weekend? Let me know in the comment section. Also, please like the video. It really helps the algorithm out. Please hit that like button so more people can be highly recommended to this video. So without further ado, let's break down this past weekend's box office. As I said, was February 9th to the 11th. And this, before I get into it, was one of the worst box offices in years. No movie hit over $10 million domestically this past weekend. So rough times at the box office domestically. So let's get into it. Starting at number one is Argylle from Universal and Apple Films, dropping 64% in its second weekend. Still number one, but at a $6.2 million second weekend. Really bad news. Again, $200 million Apple paid for this. This movie has a very high budget. This will obviously lose money, more likely, and it's only up to 28.5 in 2 weekends. Really shocking numbers. It was supposed to make around, I think, like 25 million opening weekend, and here we are 2 weekends into 2 weeks into Argylle, and it's at 28.5. That's really bad numbers, both for Universal and really for Apple. So really bad numbers across the board. We'll be interested to see what Matthew Vaughn chooses to do next and what studio will be willing to pay for Matthew Vaughn's next movie. I've already broke down the negatives and the positives of the movie last week, but word of mouth was not good for this movie, and this is not a shocking. Again, 64% sometimes isn't a bad drop for blockbusters when they're making hundreds of millions of dollars a weekend, but even into the $80, $90 million weekends, it makes sense to have a 64% drop off. But for a movie that did not even make 20 million opening weekend to only make 6 in its second, that's really bad drop off. So clearly the word of mouth is not there and the rewatchability is not there for Argylle. The way Apple has been doing that with both Killers of the Flower Moon, for example, is they usually drop it on digital first. You have to buy or rent the movie at a high price point, and then down the line it goes to Apple TV Plus. So Napoleon doing the same thing, and this movie will do the same thing as well. The only new movie this past weekend to get into the top 5 was Lisa Frankenstein, opening to $3.6 million. Now, people right away were saying this is such a disaster. It's a bomb. We don't know that because the movie's budget was shockingly only $13 million. So this movie does not need a lot of money to recoup what it made for it. Again, this is the daughter of Robin Williams directing it, Diablo Cody writing it. But again, Catherine Newton and Cole Sprouse are clearly not big draws. Now, Newton obviously has never been a big draw as a lead in a movie in theaters. Freaky was kind of the first time she made some noise again. That was during the pandemic, and Vince Vaughn was very heavily the lead of that movie compared to Catherine Newton. She's been in a lot of other things, but not as the lead theatrically. And Cole Sprouse, on the other hand, also has never done anything that big in the big screen other than as a kid in Big Daddy. And again, that was Sandler's movie. So both of them have not been proven money makers at the box office. They're going to need another project to jump them start. I think they hoped Diablo Cody could help. People are saying this movie could be a cult classic. So I think this movie will make its money down the line, but not already in its opening weekend. In third place this past weekend is The Beekeeper from Amazon MGM Studios, dropping 36%. Its fifth weekend, 3.3 million, now up to 54 million domestically. The Beekeeper just keeps trudging along, and Statham is a moneymaker internationally. So his movies continue to do well. As I already mentioned weeks ago, he's already having his next movie be with David Ayer. One of his next movies will be with David Ayer for Amazon. So good news for that duo moving forward. Again, Beekeeper doing very well. It's already available to rent or purchase digitally. So the fact that it's still number 3 at the box office is very impressive. And at number 4, also available right now to rent or purchase on digitally, is Wonka in its 9th weekend here in the box office at number 4, dropping 35%, another 3 million for Wonka, up to 205 domestic. It is basically 15 million away, closing in on 600 million worldwide. Big moneymaker for Warner Brothers Discovery. Big win for Timothy Chalamet. And Dune 2 has been doing is projected to hit around 65 million, is currently the projected opening for Dune Part 2. That releases on March 1st, which is going to be 2 weeks from Friday. So Timothy Chalamet has already proven it as a moneymaker for Warner Brothers Discovery, and he hopes to set up another big franchise for them moving forward in Dune. So we shall see again, as I mentioned earlier. Dune Part 2 is the last movie under contract for Denis in this cast for the Dune franchise. They are hoping to make Dune Part 3. And with Chalamet being a moneymaker already with Wonka, I would be shocked if Dune 2 does not do well at the box office, unless it gets some negative reviews next week, because the embargo does left around a week before the movie comes out. And wrapping up the top 5 in its 8th weekend is Migration, dropping 30%, 2.9 million this past weekend, up to the Migration's up to 110 million domestic. So again, another win for Universal yet again, and Illumination. So overall, this is again quick video because not a lot to talk about with the box office. It was very low this past weekend. So this week, because Valentine's Day is on a Wednesday, all the big new releases are hitting theaters this Wednesday, so not Friday. So the numbers we'll get will be kind of wonky. I'll settle all those out for you guys next Tuesday here on the channel. So hitting theaters is Madam Web, the brand new Sony Spider-Man spin-off movie. That is hitting theaters, and as I'm talking, it has a below 25% Rotten Tomatoes. So we shall see how that does, as well as Bob Marley, One Love, as the biopic of Bob Marley's life. Both movies hit theaters Wednesday in theaters. Nothing hitting theaters new on Friday. So are you seeing any movies on Valentine's Day? What movie are you going to see? Let me know in the comment section down below. More videos are coming to the channel soon. I'll see you soon.